Imagine waking up tomorrow, but every single choice you make was already decided the moment the universe began. That sounds depressing, but is it true? Let's talk about free will. Do we actually have it, or are we just passengers on a predetermined cosmic ride? Let's break it down. Chapter 1. What is free will anyway? Free will is the idea that we can make choices that are not determined by prior causes or by fate. If you pick coffee over tea, it's because you wanted to, not because physics forced you to. It feels like we have free will after all. We make decisions every day, but this is where things get tricky. Chapter 2. The Clockwork Universe. Physicists often describe the universe as a machine governed by laws of nature. If you know everything about the current state of every atom, you could at least, in theory, predict everything that happens next, like a cosmic clock ticking away. This would mean your thoughts, dreams, and actions are all consequences of particles bumping into each other since the Big Bang. So, where's free will in that?
Unacceptable!
Chapter 3. Wait, what about randomness? Quantum physics throws a wrench in this. At the tiny scales, things get a little weird. Particles behave unpredictably, almost randomly. But randomness isn't necessarily free will. Imagine your choices are random coin flips in your brain. That's not freedom either. That's just chaos in disguise. So if determinism is rigid and randomness is, well, random, is there room for actual choice? Chapter 4. Maybe it is the brain's illusion? Neuroscience steps in here. Studies show that when we decide to do something, like moving a hand, the brain starts preparing for that action before we become aware of deciding. This suggests our brain may have already made the decision, and our conscious choice is just us catching up. That sounds like free will is an illusion. But wait, there's more to it than meets the eye. Chapter 5. Compatibilism, a middle ground. Some philosophers argue that free will and determinism can coexist. This is called compatibilism. Their idea is that free will isn't about being a magical decision makers outside of cause and effect. It's about making decisions that are aligned with our desires, reasoning, and characters. In other words, even if your brain operates within cause and effect, your choices still reflects you. You're not just a puppet, you're a very sophisticated puppet that wants things, evaluates options, and acts on them. Chapter 6. Does it even matter? Whether free will exists or not, most of us feel like we choose, and that feeling shapes morality, law, and society. If we believed that we have zero control, would we still hold people responsible for their actions? Maybe the more important question: how do we use the choices we feel we have? Because whether it's real or not, what you do next is up to you.